I make these predictions before the season starts, on the night before opening day. I do it every year. Okay?
Well, look, any show can give out matchups and read scripts.
Right.
People don't follow us for that shit. Skip, what the fuck do you got?
Here's my American League East. This is the way I have it.
You better write this down, guys, because he don't fuck around. I pay a lot of money for this guy to know this shit.
This is the way I got it figured out. I got Boston winning the American League East. I got the Yankees right behind them, followed up by Baltimore, Toronto, and then Tampa Bay. That's the American League East. Boston, Yankees, Baltimore, Toronto, Tampa Bay. The Astros, absolutely best team in the American League. I got them winning the West easy. Second place, the Angels. Even though I can't stand Mike Sosa, should have been fired 8 years ago. The guy sucks. He's the worst manager in baseball. But
as far as all the talent that he's had and not done nothing, yeah, he is for sure.
Even though he won't be able to get out of his own fucking way once again this year, his talent is going to get him there this year. The Angels, I got as one of my sleepers this year.
How are they a sleeper? They're ranked like the fucking second best in the fucking division.
Because nobody sees the Angels doing anything.
Oh, I got you. You mean anything far.
I got the Angels catching a wild card this year, making the playoffs. Astros #1 in the West. Angels right behind them, followed up by the Mariners in third, Texas Rangers in fourth, and then Oakland bringing up the rear.
Okay, I agree with that.
I got the Twins. Might be a sleeper for you. I got the Minnesota Twins beating the Indians in the American League Central.
I got Twins sleeping and not scoring enough runs. Okay.
I got this as the most even division in the American League, actually. I got the Twins on top, followed by the Cleveland Indians. I got the White Sox in third, Detroit in fourth, and Kansas City in fifth. My two sleepers, Orioles and the Angels. My two teams that I feel are most overrated in the American League, Cleveland Indians and the Blue Jays, I think are overrated, top two overrated teams in the American League. Teams that will play better than expected this year, Minnesota Twins and the White Sox in the American League. And I got the Astros winning the American League, so there you have it.
I love it. Now, that's what the fuck people want to hear, my man.
The playoffs, you're looking at Boston wins the East, Twins win the Central, Astros win the West, and I got my two wild card teams as the Yankees and the Angels.
I'll put Yankees up a little higher than that as a guaranteed spot.
You think they beat Boston? You think they win the division?
Yes, I do. And I think when they play this week, they take that series too.
Okay. The National League West I have as being the most even team in the most even division in the National League. Okay, so through all that, I still see the Dodgers winning the National League West. I got the Giants in second in the West.
Oh, hell fucking no. Even though they're playing strong and scoring a lot of runs.
One of my two sleepers in the National
League. Will not last.
One of my two sleepers, yeah, it will. Dude, they're scoring runs this year.
I saw that. That won't last.
They had the best fucking offense in spring training. I bet nobody knows that.
That's what you're here. That's what you're here to tell them.
And they're still hitting the ball. Okay. Now they had a little setback, some major setbacks. Bumgarner got hurt. He's out for 6 to 8 weeks. Samardzija's out for 6 to 8 weeks. And despite all that, they're actually still winning. Opening week of the season, they're still winning.
They're pounding people.
When they put up 10 runs again last
night? They're pounding people.
They put up 10 runs last night. In that ballpark, that's not an easy feat to do. All right? I got the Giants and the Rockies as my two sleepers in the National League this year.
Okay.
I got Dodgers winning the West, Giants right behind them, followed by the Rockies, and then the Padres. And I got the D-backs in the basement this year in the National League West. However, they've started out pretty strong. I got the Nationals on top, winning the East, followed by the Mets in second. I got my Phillies in third, believe it or not. The Braves in fourth, and the Marlins bringing up the basement in the East. So the National League East goes Washington, the Mets, the Phillies, then the Braves, then the Marlins.
Okay, go ahead.
The Cubs win the Central. Followed up.
What about the Pirates? Okay, go ahead.
Followed up by the Brewers. Okay, it's going to be a dogfight till the end.
What'd you say? Cubs, Brewers?
Cubs, and then the Brewers. And then, believe it or not, I got the Cincinnati Reds in third, followed by the Cardinals, and then the Pirates bringing up ass in the
Oh, God.
Well, I know the Pirates are playing well the first week of the season.
4-1 doesn't mean nothing. They played 5 fucking games, dude.
They got nothing.
There's a lot of sorry teams that seem like they're 4-1 right now.
Pittsburgh got nothing. They're going to start losing, and they'll start losing big. So the two sleepers in the National League, San Francisco Giants, and when they get Bumgarner and Samardzija back, watch out for the Giants. You're going to be able to make a lot of money on this team this year. The other sleeper in the National League, the Colorado Rockies, they got one hell of a lineup. Their pitching sucks. Look for a lot of overs in the Rocky games this year. The two teams I got overrated in the National League, I got the Diamondbacks overrated. Steve doesn't necessarily agree with that. I got them bringing up the rear in the National League West. I think they're one of the most overrated teams in the National League. The other overrated team in the National League, Steve, is the St. Louis Cardinals. I believe they're overrated. I'm going to look to go against them quite often this year. even though they made me some money in the first week of the season. But I'm going to look to go against them this year. A couple of teams you might want to look for some dog value. You're going to be able to find some good spots on the Reds plus money this year. The Padres, you'll be able to find some good plus money. And
hold on.
And believe it or not, you'll be able to find some good plus value on the Phillies every now and then, especially when Aaron Nola or Jake Arrieta's pitching. So that being said, it's the Nationals' fucking year. Let me tell you right now, the Washington Nationals win the National League. The Houston Astros win the American League. It's going to be the Nationals and the Astros in the World Series, and Bryce Harper, the Vegas kid, is going to get his piece of the pie. He's going to get his ring. They're going to upset the Astros. They're going to come into the World Series as the dog in the series, and they're going to beat the Astros, and the Nationals win it all this year. You heard it right here.